The second part, I think. I feel like the second part.
So then why, if you dealing with multiple men, you're not staying loyal to them, you're not listening to them, you're not cooperating with them, you having sex with people you don't even like, why would that be offensive to you if I ask you how many men you dealt with? If you got to me.
Did she say the word
I
offensive?
feel like I think it'd be weird.
I said I
think it'd be a little weird because you're worried about the wrong shit.
How can it be? I just asked you again. If
But
the
also,
business part, if the business part wasn't offensive, because I want to know if you've done business before, if you succeeded, if it was poor, if you stayed loyal to your business partner. Why is a man asking you how many body counts you had offensive if who you're having sleep with would be anybody? If it's somebody you love, if it's somebody you have a good time with, if you're having sex with multiple men and your body count is going up, but you're not giving them any commitment, why would that be offensive? I asked you how many men you slept with.
We're not comparing apples and oranges, though.
No,
those are two completely different. Those are two completely different.
No, those aren't two completely different things. It's an analogy used so that way you can better understand the question that I'm asking you. This is the thing that a lot of women do. Every time you try to bring up a parallel example, so that way you can better understand what they're trying to tell you, and they bring up something general that everybody can typically understand. A lot of women do that because they look at the exact thing that you're talking about. Well, you're talking about business to relationships, it's not the same. No, you got to look at everything in between. What we're talking about. If you're talking about if I'm having a business meeting with another individual thinking about doing business with another person, I have to ask these type of questions because I don't want to do business with a snake. So I got to ask certain questions. I have to ask qualifying questions to better understand if this person is going to be the right type of business partner to do business with. So now you can use that same analogy in a relationship. So therefore, when I first meet you, I ask you qualifying questions. I ask you hard questions so that way I can better understand if you are going to be a great fit for me. So therefore, one of those questions may be, hey, how many bodies you got, bro? You be out here busting it down the way. Cool. You may think it's weird. It is what it is. But the question has to be asked. Now, some men, they can already see it on you that you ain't no virgin or nothing. But then there are times where you say, all right, she probably didn't got buzzed down several times already. Because believe it or not, that shit oozes out of you. No matter what you say, it oozes out of you. The way that you dress, the way that you behave, the way that you operate, it oozes out of you. So niggas can see it, but some people, they just want to ask. They want to see if you're going to be truthful about the situation. And if you as a woman, because here's a key factor. A woman who is proud of the fact that she don't have a lot of bodies, she don't care about answering that question. She's like, oh shit, I got one person. I only had sex with one person. She'll tell you with no hesitation, oh, y'all only had sex with one person. One person, that's it. Mind you, you can see it too. You can tell, like, yeah, I can believe that. I can believe that. But another chick, oh, why you asking me that? That's weird. That's a weird question to ask somebody. Yup, she got more than 7 bodies. She got more than 7 bodies.
So Ayana,
those are two completely two completely different things.
What's the word?
We're talking about business versus somebody's body count. Mm-hmm. That's so different. Like you can't even compare to both of those things.
It's not two different things.
It's a little weird.
It's not
to try
because
compare.
if you're choosing somebody, if you're trying to choose a successful mate, it's the same thing as if you were choosing a successful business partner. Your past performance is an indicator of future performance. Mm-hmm. So if you're trying to go into business and you want to have a successful business, you're going to pick a partner that's going to be a good partner that has a good past. The same thing with a relationship. In fact, if your goal is marriage has always been more about business than love. So it's absolutely the same thing. It's absolutely the same thing. Now, when we're talking about body count, I find it interesting that for a very long time, women would always say that men don't have standards. In fact, they would argue that men will just screw anything, you know. But then when it comes to them, it's like, oh, don't ask about my body count. Well, if you want men to not screw anything, then you want men to have standards. They should be absolutely concerned about your body count.
On the first date?
Yes.
Because that is what I said on the first date.
Yes.
So let me ask this question.
So
Let me ask you a question.
So a man's standards is linked to her body counts. Is that what you're saying?
It's a big part.
No, what I'm saying is a man's standards is based on what he's willing to accept and what he's not willing to accept. Now, if he starts pursuing a woman and he's looking at that woman like, okay, I could probably take you seriously, he wants to know that that woman hasn't slept around with everybody.
Nah, I feel like ain't no real man. Ain't no real man. Let's just make that plain clear.
God.
Look at God.
Back the goddamn shit. I'm tired of this motherfucking shit.
Here we go.
I'm talking about to a woman that he's pursuing on a first date or really any amount of time is going to ask her, what's your body count? Because he's not going to give a fuck. It don't have anything to do with how far a relationship can prosper based on someone's body count.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But I'm also not going to over articulate and over possess all this passion on this quote unquote one thing of a body count, because I don't think it's that deep.
Here's the reality with that. Here's the reality with that, with the whole real man conversation, right? If we look back in the past, we can argue that the men back in the past were way more manly and masculine than we are today. The men of the past, when they got into relationships with women or started courting women or pursuing women, there was an expectation that that woman didn't have a body count. So they didn't even have to inquire about that, because it was assumed that you didn't have a body count. And in this day and age, you're talking about a man today ain't gonna ask a woman that. Yeah, a man today ain't gonna ask a woman that, because most of these niggas out here ain't hitting on 2 damn cents.
Fact.
They don't give a shit how many people you've screwed. In fact, they're hoping that you screwed a lot of people, because that would give them a better shot to screw you on the first night. And right now, what's going on with women is women don't want men asking about body count, because they know it's wrong and they don't want to be embarrassed to have to admit how many dudes they done laid up with before they got married.
Put the words out my mouth.
He cooking.
That's the reality.
But Edgar, let me say this: if a woman by the time she reached the age 30 and she only slept with 5 people, and a man that's potentially, pursuing asks her the number, I think she'll be proud to say, "Hey, I'm 30 or whatever. I only slept with 4 or 5 people." That would be a number that she would have no problem saying, because it's a relatively no number. It's reasonable. It's respectable. From what I've seen in my personal life, numbers, and this has nothing to do you and I, numbers that are kind of in that area where it's make the man look like, oh, nah, I ain't about to invest all this in you. I think that we don't want to have that conversation.
Damn, hold up. Shorty caked up over here with this makeup, boy. Damn, Shorty, relax.
But if a woman
I don't think it's no harm in asking.
I don't think she have a problem saying the number.
I agree with you. And if I sound really like I'm talking hella loud, it's because I got my cancellation headphones on.
No,
I like to hear myself when I talk.
You're good.
What they're trying to do is they're just trying to say this, right? You would ask a man for his job, and if that man said he had 10 jobs on the last 2 years, you would find it weird. You would be like, oh, I don't know about this.
No, I think let's scratch that. I'm saying let me also clarify, because I'm also answering, and my comment was based off this specific thing.
No, go ahead.
There's no harm in asking a person what's their body count. If someone wants to ask me what's my body count right now, depending on who it was, if I'm in a relationship with them, I would tell them. But on a first date, I think if that's what you asking me on the first date of us first talking, first meeting, first hanging out and getting to know one another, if you ask me what's my body count on the first date, I just feel like, yes, that is weird, because what are you focused on?
Be taking you serious. Taking you serious.
So a person's gonna take me serious.
The time he's gonna.
I can't continue to keep listening to somebody who keeps saying I feel like it's okay. That's your own personal feeling. But what we talking about is what is. Okay, why am I asking you that question? How about instead of getting offended because you already know you a thought pocket 101, instead of getting offended by it, why don't you answer the question? Because if you know that you're going to get offended by it, if a man asks you that question, then deep down, internally you already know that you shouldn't be doing it just by that alone. Because there are a lot of women who ask, there are a lot of women who be out here talking about, oh, I bet you get a lot of hoes. Say I'm lying. Say I'm lying. There are more women that be out this bitch talking about, oh, I bet you got a lot. I bet you got a lot of hoes. I bet you got a whole bunch of hoes lined up. Or here's another one. Who else you do this for? Who else you be doing this for? Who else you be talking to like that? Who else you took to this place? I'm pretty sure a lot of men have heard that question before. I'm pretty sure. So, but do men turn around and say, nah, man, that's some weird shit. She up there asking me, what type of hoes I be fucking with, what type of bitches I done took here already. And then that's weird. That shit cringe to me, bro. Like, nah, fuck all that. That shit weird to me. That kind of, then you asking me that on the first time we meet, shorty? Like, for real though, bro? That's what we doing? Like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, man.
That's for you.
If Batty just told you earlier, if you were listening, if he's on demon time and want to have sex, he don't care about who you have sex with.
Right.
You have sex with, and are you listening? Like, we tell you our secrets, we tell you man code, bro. And you go, oh, it's weird if he asks about a body count. When it actually shows if a man comes out his mouth, hey man, how many people you dealt with? He actually has interest in you.
Yes. So what
how is it weird if the two of you first met and you're trying to get to know each other? And he's basically just asking you questions about, like, because for me, in my opinion, if you're not ashamed to screw a bunch of people outside of wedlock, you shouldn't be ashamed to tell people how many people you screwed out.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. This, that split.
Because I feel like there's a different way you can rephrase that question. You can rephrase that question. Instead of a person, if I'm on a date,
instead of saying,
and a guy says,
let me ask you this.
Listen, hear me out. If a guy straight up and says, what's your body count? Like, you gonna have to take another step and be like, what?
Ayana.
And they say, how many relationships have you been in? How many relationships? You know, it's just a different way that you ask what you want to know.
One second. I just want to clarify this so we can have an honest conversation, right? And then Ali, Tommy, Angry Man can go. Women don't ask, hey, Tommy, how much money do you make? They ask your profession. Mm-hmm. And if you say, I'm an orthoped, whatever the L is, you Google it. How much does a doctor that works on this with this amount of years gets? And you go ahead and you kind of see, oh, he gets between 150 to 200. I got it. Men are not going to ask your body count. Men are going to ask how many boyfriends, for how many years you've been single. Yep. Before the pandemic, you've been single since 2018. I know what you've been doing.
Okay.
Right?
Well, Fatty.
So let me say this. Let me say this one last thing. Let me say this one last thing.
And them now. Anaya.
It's Anaya.
This is Ali's fault. So, respectfully, right? Women just don't like to get straight up question about body count. But men will find a way to circumvent the how many bodies you have and ask 7 qualifying questions to kind of see if you've been outside or not. And if they can get it, they don't. So
hold on, Anaya, slow down. Anaya, slow down. If I slept with all the women on this panel, would it increase my value or lower my value?
Lower.
Listen.
Increase.
He's a man.
Can you ask
SJ not being she not being honest. SJ not being honest. Come on, SJ. You know that it increasing his value because you know you don't want no square ass nigga. Let's be, bro. Can we stop lying, bro? Can we stop lying? Cool. Are there some women who who really don't want a man that never, that's never bust anything down? Yeah, but guess what? She probably Mormon. She probably heavy into the goddamn church. She's probably a super Catholic. She's probably what's the other one? What's the other word? What's the other one? Yo, what's the motherfuckers who be out there with the little long ass sideburn braids? What the fuck do you call them? It was just in my head. Oh my God. You know the people who don't be using electricity and all that shit? What do you call them? Oh my God. What do you call them? Don't it start with an O? I keep wanting to say ottoman. It's not ottoman. Oh, what the fuck are they? Hey, somebody tell me what they are. I forgot what you call them.
Answer it, please. To society.
There you go. It don't start with an O. Amish. There you go. Amish people. There you go. Shit, I could not get it out. I could not figure it out for the life of me. Amish people. So if you ain't one of them, yeah, 9 times out of 10, most women don't care if most men got bodies, bro. 9 times out of 10, they want that. They want to know that you can get some women because most women want a man that other women want. Am I lying or what? Look at the Futures. Look at the Cam Newtons. Look at the Nick Cannons. Look at the well, I mean, you can't say him. Who else got a lot of fucking kids? Who else got a lot of fucking kids out here that's just outnumbering everybody? There's a lot of niggas out here who got a lot of fucking kids, bro. And a lot of women keep going after these niggas and having babies by these fools. So you can't. So the proof is in the pudding. And then even on the smaller scale, we all know some dude who be getting all the fucking hoes. We all know that. We all know. Some of us might be them type of guys. Just saying. Or once were those guys. So the shit that people are saying, oh well, the value goes down. No, it don't. No, it don't.
And on the panel, if I slept with all of you, would it increase my value or lower my value?
Who knows this information?
Women don't want no
public knowledge.
Okay.
You slept with everyone on this panel.
So Anaya, I will say this: if I slept with all of you, it would increase my value to men and women. If you slept with all the men, it would decrease your value to men and women. If you saw me walk outside this building with 20 women on my arms, you'd be like, damn, who is that? If a man saw you walking out, or women with 20 men on your arms, they go, ooh, that's a jump off. Our value is deemed different, and there's double standards. Right. I'm not expecting you to protect.
Yes, there is double standards and provide, for sure.
But your lower count would determine whether I want to protect and provide for you.
Let's get Angry Man and Tommy over here, and then I need to bring up Turil, so he wants to say something. Go ahead, Angry Man, and then Tommy interrupted, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. What Ali is saying is 100% correct. A woman with 100 men is a zero, but a man with 100 women is a hero. At the end of the day, the thing that I can't understand is how can a person who has chosen to operate in a disrespectful way expect respect? Like if you're already disrespecting yourself, because the way it works is when men and women are born, right? Men are born at the bottom of the mountain. Our job is to climb up the mountain. We have to achieve shit. Women are born at the top of the mountain. Your job is to stay at the top of the mountain. Every time you sleep with someone who is not a husband and you just sleeping around, you come further down that mountain. And a lot of y'all are meeting dudes halfway down the damn mountain. And that's why you keep catching hell when it comes to relationships. Now, the thing that Ali said that I disagree with, it's not that they're choosing to be single. They don't know how to be in relationships. They don't know how to spot a good man from a bad man. The man that cares about how many people you slept with is the good dude. The dude that doesn't care is the bad dude. It's simple.
I just asked my wife, and she said most women.
Tommy, go ahead, and then we get too real and interrupted. Go ahead.
Me or the other one?
There's only one Tommy on the panel.
Oh, I did. Tommy. He was talking, and his name is Thomas.
What? What, Tommy?
Hey, is your name Tom? Is your name Thomas too? That's crazy.
Yeah. This nigga been on the panel this whole time. You know his name was Thomas?
Doing all right. Daddy. Look, I tell you what, and there's no offense to anybody, y'all know I just talk kind of plainly. A lot of times the biggest problem, especially in the black community, black women got too much voice, got too much mouth. And the fact that you let them speak and we think that like they'll be saying things and won't even know what the word means or say the word wrong and just be talking and seeking words and saying, well, it's the way that you said it. Well, you got to understand a real man. So when a woman can tell you what a real man is, that is a problem. Because usually when she say what a real man is, it's always somebody that accepts her shit and won't question her shit. It's always a real man for that one. A real man will get with a woman who has kids. Haven't y'all heard that? How many of y'all black men heard that? A real man will be with a woman that's got kids. Who says that? A bitch with kids.
I said that's all. And here's my bigger thing too. Before time to go off, I ain't listening to no woman who tell me what a real man's supposed to do. Anytime a chick say, "Hey, or what a real man do," I turn my ears off. I'm not listening to that shit. But a real man, what a real man would. You done? All right. Now, what we were saying again, you know, how the hell you gonna tell me what a real man is? How you gonna tell me what a real man is? Especially if you ain't never had a real man in your life. How you gonna tell me what a real man is? You don't even know the first step to being a man. You don't even know the first step to what being a man is. So how you gonna tell a man how to be a man? You can't even teach a kid how to be a man, but you gonna tell another grown man what a real man would do is a real man would take. Man, you better sit your ass down somewhere.
The same thing,
next? A real man should get with somebody got AIDS if you're real. It's really stupid. But you'll hear black women talk like this, and they'll be real confident being in public, being real ignorant. Why would you want to know how many people I've slept with? Well, I want to know if I'm throwing my hot dog down a hallway. Why wouldn't I want to know how many people done jumped on you and treated you like a human trampoline? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why do you care if you like me? I don't know you. You know why we on this first date, lady? Because you had a fat ass and titties. And I said, let me get your number. I didn't know a damn thing about you. Didn't know your last name. Probably didn't remember it unless I put it in my damn phone. And usually, nigga, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. When I put your name in my phone, it's Big Booty Betty. I met at the motherfucking Publix. That's how I labeled your ass. So for you to sit there and tell that motherfucking lie that I'm supposed to be trying to get to know anything else, no, I need to know if I'm serious about fucking Big Booty Betty. How many other niggas done fucked Big Booty Betty? Because when I met this bitch at Publix, I know 39 niggas in aisle 7 was trying to get her number too. So I want to know how many of them niggas she let hit. So therefore, I could either be the nigga to hit or I could be the nigga to take you on a real date. Because I ain't taking your motherfucking ass to chops when every other nigga done chopped that pussy. So it's a good question for me to ask.
Hot dog down what?
Right, it's a hot dog down the hallway, just out there, just some women in the pussy. Can't do no damage. She don't even know when you started or when you finished. Anyway, you sitting up here saying these things, it makes no damn sense. You know who making these arguments? Hoes. Hoes is out here trying to make arguments and tell niggas to shift their thinking. You shouldn't care about this. Fuck if I don't. When I buy a car, I want the Carfax report. When I get a bitch, I want the Catfax report. Let me see the Catfax. I want to know who been in this motherfucker. Why? Because I'm about to go in it. And what they want men to do is not respect themselves and their bodies. That's why if a woman asks you to put a condom on, and you be like, I don't know about this, she gonna look at you like something's wrong. How you fellas will feel if a woman tell you, take that condom off on the first date?
They don't even ask for men to put it on anymore, do they?
Right. But you would think if you put it on and she said, take it off, you'd be like, whoa,
bitch.
You're gonna be like, how many niggas you told to
take
that? You're gonna be like, how many niggas you told to take that condom off?
Right. It's just like me. Huh?
I think they don't understand that very few things are new under the sun. They want us to think that everything they do with us is the first time. It's only us. We're so special.
Look like she's taking a picture of the screen.
No, they treat black men like this. That's why being raised by so many black women and no black men in the household, that's why we are subjected to listen to someone like that young lady and think she's saying something intelligent. Niggas with a father know what she's saying is stupid immediately. Somebody tell me I'm lying. If you was raised around some men, you know what the fuck she said was ignorant. Hell, she know it was ignorant, but she know niggas like pussy, and she can talk you simp niggas in the fucking. That's all it is. You niggas like, I'm glad that Ali said it. Don't nobody give a shit about what none of these bitches being. We want to fuck them. That's it. I wouldn't ask you. I done fuck so many bitches, I don't even know what their first name is. I don't know your name, bitch, because that's not what I'm trying to do. But if it gets to the point where I want to have something serious, I'm going to ask questions. It was a shame, Ali, that she didn't understand. I used to love giving that analogy of business. How you going to tell me I should be more strict about where I put my business than where I put my penis? You a fucking idiot. No offense, young lady. I'm just saying a fucking idiot says that. Because if I put my dick in you and I get HIV, that's going to last with me forever. If I put my name on a signature for a business, bitch, I can separate that if it don't go well. As a matter of fact, black women are so fucking backwards. Think about how many black women y'all have heard say this word. They got a baby by a nigga and you ask, are y'all getting married? Nah, that's a big step. Hold up, bitch. You can get married in Vegas in a drive-thru and get divorced.
Bruh, this nigga here is crazy as hell. He said, hey, y'all about to get married, huh? Nah, that's a big step. Hold on, bitch.
I beg your pardon.
Boy, this nigga Tommy Sotomayor is fucking crazy, bro. He's a lunatic, dog. He's a lunatic, bro. Oh my God.
The next damn day. But if I get you pregnant, you stupid bitch, you got 18 years of this motherfucker, and then after that, you got to put him in the world, and he could turn into Jeffrey Dahmer. But it make more sense for you to think about marrying me than reproducing with me. Only black women say stupid shit like that, and only black men listen to stupid shit like that because your mama probably was a stupid bitch like that, and she told you that stupid shit, and you thought it was normal. And this is what we have to change. We have to change this thought of a lot of women. I'm not saying a lot of women shouldn't be heard. I'm just saying they shouldn't be heard. Meaning this, after a while, when you listen to somebody and they say it, and it's usually based on their feelings more than what they know and what they can prove, you shouldn't build anything with that person. You wouldn't build a house if the nigga that came to design your house said, I feel. You wouldn't build a car if the nigga said, I feel.
Facts.
Y'all wouldn't get on a plane when a nigga told you how he felt when he was building it.
I said that.
No, he better tell you what the fuck he know, because that flight gotta work. And when it comes to relationships, you can tell we don't take them seriously. Because if a woman asks you, you ever slept with a man? Imagine if you said, you shouldn't ask me that on the first date. What do you think that woman would say?
You did, and I
yes.
Hey, Tommy.
I wish we said the words of, it shouldn't matter.
Right.
Oh, well, it shouldn't matter that me and my boys had an orgy together. We told the bitches to leave. We just started fucking each other when we was 19. But that was just because a nigga had some, El Himador that night. It be fucking a nigga up. But it shouldn't matter. I'm 30 now. You know, I don't say
it's just unfair deals.
Tommy, ain't
unfair deals all across the board.
There ain't no bankruptcy that can wipe out an STD.
Right. Yes, you can't file, what was it, chapter 7?
Chapter 7 to get rid of HIV.
Clean my dick off. It's a new dick now. We can start over.
Shorty couldn't hack it. She done dipped out. She done straight dipped out.
Yeah, and a nigga filed chapter 13 dick. It doesn't happen. So when we are asked questions, if we won't even ask, if a bitch say, well, where do you work? And we won't tell her that, she'll write that down as a reason why I don't want to fuck with this nigga. There's a lot of reasons we get written off as men, but women don't want to play that same game. They don't like getting written off. They want to get the same damn thing as everybody else get. That's why old bitches now always talking shit about young bitches. I'm just as good as a young woman. No, you ain't, bitch. You ain't got no but a couple of eggs left. You 45-year-old hoe. You ain't even got enough to make 100.
Germs are running scared.
When you was young, you old bitch, you was up there at the club and having niggas buy all kind of shit for you. Now ain't nobody buying nothing for you because you're smelling like motherfucking Ben Gay. So that's why. But I'm just as good as a young woman. No, you're not. And we need to stop that damn lie. Because old hoes hating on young hoes. Let the young hoe get her time in the sun. You don't see old niggas like me hating on young niggas. I know this nigga can fuck you for days. I fuck you for 5 good minutes, and my shit start crapping up. I ain't gonna try to take this nigga's pussy. I'm mad when he come around. This nigga fuck my bitch, I'm out of a job. Only good thing I know is at least when he doing it, I don't have to. Shit, I know he done.
Hey, Tommy, my wife heard in the background. She said you spitting that shit. You got her rolling like shit in the background.
Hey, look, the other part that I don't understand, and Tommy, you can attest to this. Anybody that's in my age bracket can attest to this. Saying that women don't ask personal questions when you first meet them, that's cap. I've been back in the day, chicks will ask you, you could meet a chick at a bar or a club. She'd be like, what kind of car you drive? Quick, what kind of car you drive? Are you a baller? You what kind of money you make? What kind of job you got? They'll ask you all kinds of invasive questions.
So Angry Man, before you go, let me get my thoughts off. Because I gotta leave in a quick second.
Hey, give me a second. I want to skip up because I know Tommy and Fatty kind of got at it for a second here. So I wanna go back. I want to skip ahead past my boy right here. Let me see, where is it at? Right here.
If we eating these bitches on the back and try to fuck them, we shouldn't be performative in front of these cameras too.
Hold up.
Bitches and hoes, I don't.
Was damn, that's crazy. And then she just keep talking. Damn, for real? And then
agree with the stupid shit she say, Angry Man, like when she talking about her friends. How many of y'all ever heard her tell the story about she mad at her friend and you realize, now, bitch, you was the problem here. But we were like, So, because I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm trying to fuck. Why am I trying to argue with you? Going on a date with a woman is like going on a job interview. And if the job is stupid enough to sit there and just talk the whole time, I'm just gonna shake my head.
Yeah, I think even hoes deserve respect, especially if they actually treat you well. And the I don't know, Tommy, if you're referring to her about bitches and hoes. I think you weren't. But if people are not treating you as bitches and hoes, I don't think even if they're bitches and hoes, you should treat them like that. I think that's very fair assessment. I think even hoes, if they're cool, we should treat them as cool.
Time is legacy. I like that hat, brother. I like that hat, big dog.
Cool hoes. That's what it is.
I think hoes like cool hoes.
Yeah,
but I just want that's why I kept saying I tried to lead off with. But here's the thing y'all need to do. But I'm saying, Patty, y'all all need to do. Y'all need to stop allowing stupid motherfuckers because you're being sweet and nice.
No, Tommy, we're not going.
No, I'm not saying somebody. I'm saying period.
No, let me say this because she's back, right? Tommy, if we eating these bitches on the back and try to fuck them, we shouldn't be performative in front of these cameras too. And this is what if I'm going to say bitches and hoes. And I said, hey, baby, hey, I really like you on the show and all that shit. I think they shouldn't be doing that shit. So,
well, I'm not doing it. So I don't know what the fuck you trying to get at, but I'll talk to you the same damn way.
No, what I'm saying, what I asked
is Fatty out here trying to cape. Is Fatty trying to cape? Is Fatty trying to cape?
Hold on, no. We need to speak plain.
So okay, so let's speak plain.
Yes.
Were you talking to her specifically when you're saying bitches and hoes?
Why she come back? I thought she left. Why she come back? I thought she left. What the fuck is going on? Because Fatty was gone and Anaya was gone. All of a sudden, both now Fatty up here talking about bitches and hoes and treating them with respect. And Tommy Sotomayor saying bitches and hoes in front, talking about him being performative and then wanting to bust it down on the back end. What are we talking about right now?
No, I said bitches who do this.
No, because
thank you.
No, because after.
And let's make sure we understand your audience. No, I don't know this motherfucker and wasn't trying to fuck him either. So don't say no shit to make it try to sound like I'm doing that.
And that's why you have to let me finish.
No, I don't like the way you started.
No, because you said
you're trying to protect somebody.
No, Tommy.
No, I don't like the way you started.
I'll let you go until you said, like this woman that left, right? You are right on your point. They're trying to lobotomize you. That's a reality. They don't want you to think. They are trying to ostracize you out of the tribe by saying a real man wouldn't care about the woman body count.
When I was very direct, I said what she said. When I was very direct, you can play it back.
Absolutely, and I'm being very direct too. I'm just saying. And
no, you're not.
No, I am.
You said we shouldn't be doing one thing and something else. You need to be talking about who doing it, because I ain't.
No, Tommy, see if I agree with you agree with me.
My bitch making me dinner. She might be watching. I don't think I don't mean.
I don't like what you start. Respectfully. If hoes are cool to you, you be back cool to hoes. Rather you
yes.
That's all I'm saying. And this is again.
So what does that have to do about future shit? You said if they cool. If this, I did the same thing. That's the why I'd rather have a conversation with men and women. I did the same thing with a nigga over on Sinetter, and he came back and said, "You know what? You right. You corrected me when I was fucking wrong."
Absolutely. And
ain't no trying to have no fucking. If I come up here and say, "You know what?" and I say some dumb shit, and angry man point out and then show me how it was dumb, how I'm gonna say, "Well, I don't like the way he said it."
And that's
why are we okay with people leading people down the wrong path?
And that's exactly what I said. If you are talking about the person in specific, I want you to be specific, and then
I have been. When have you ever seen me? I want any of y'all to say it. When have y'all ever seen me speak in code?
Never.
Hey, Tommy, this is
don't play with me, man.
He done took off the glasses. Oh, Fatty serious now. He done took off the glasses.
No.
Go back to that. No, I said don't play with me then. Act like I did.
No, but I'm not playing with you. Like
you just did.
No. Me and Sir Jeps did the same thing when he came here a couple of weeks ago. I'm not talking about you, Tyranny, but bold-headed, blue.
So who would you be talking to that was saying something mean to them on the show, but you be trying to fuck them from in the back? Who would you be talking to?
No.
You're not going to do that.
No, Tommy, it's not what he
just said it.
No, Tommy. So Tommy, it's for both of you. It's
okay. This is not the first time, Ali. This is not the first time. This is something that happens in general. And like I say,
I've never been to the military, so I'm not a general.
Because I talk with this woman on the back too. And this is what I'm talking about. If I'm going to do the bitches and hoes, is this specific to one person on the panel or is not?
I literally said these bitches, the words.
Okay, and you said no, but I let you go for like 5 minutes.
So this bitch that went in the back, she done told Fatty, I don't like the fact that he calling me bitches and hoes and bitches. So she decided to come back up on screen, and Fatty over here playing Captain fucking America for her. Well, I don't like the performative shit, you know, because you're calling these bitches and hoes. You calling the bitches and hoes. And so if you're gonna play bitches and hoes, you can't be trying to fuck in the back. Fuck is you talking about, Fatty? Man, just had a conversation, bro. Fuck what up. Here we go. Captain Portugal. Yep. Captain Portugal. Come on, Fatty. I get it, bro. You simping, bro. I feel you. You know, I know that you want to make sure you have respect for the platform and all of that good shit. I understand that shit right there. But you know who Tommy Sotomayor is. You knew what you was getting when you bring this nigga onto your panel. You knew that out the gate. What makes you think that your platform is going to be any different, that he's going to act any different than where the fuck he's going to act anywhere the fuck else? This is the same shit that happens when you bring him on. It's the same shit when you bring Andrew onto your platform. When you bring Andrew Wilson to your platform, them niggas are even fucking kill. You gonna get what you expect out of them. They act the same way no matter what platform that they are on. They are gonna be who they are. And then for you to try to check it on the platform as if because you're doing what you're doing is the wrong thing. This is kind of sort of like pillow talking. Oh yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I know that type of shit that nigga do. That type of shit that nigga be doing, man. See, he'll call you bitches and hoes, but then he'll be trying to fuck you on the back end. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I'm saying? I got his number, so I'm gonna call him out on the panel. That's what you doing, nigga. You pillow, nigga, you over here throwing salt right now, big dog. You throwing salt. Again, respect for the platform. So, but I'm just calling you out on what you doing. That ain't something if you gonna have that conversation because you know Miss Scarf over here, Miss Anaya, she decided that she didn't like the way that Tommy was going off on her ass because she was saying some goofy shit. Now all of a sudden you want to go on the back end, you want to go snitch to Fatty, and you want Fatty to come out there and play as my man Tech Coach Rouse said, Captain Portugal. With the cape and shit, you want to take your glasses off. Now you serious about the situation. Now you feeling some type of way. And now he giving you pushback on your platform. And now you doing exactly what a female would do. Now you want to start trying to call him out on the shit that he even admitted before that he just done it before, that he's talked to people on his platform and he busted down the back end. But that wasn't the time and the place for you to bring that up. So that's your bad, Fatty. That's your bad.
And then you said because this woman left the panel, so I thought you were referring.
No,
to
I said I noticed that.
A general example.
Thank you. All at that point, I was very specific. I said if you start to then question a lot of what these women will say, like the woman who left the panel, that is literally what I said, which was very specific then.
Absolutely, and I stand corrected. That's why I asked instead of actually making a claim.
Yeah, but I still want to know what it is because you be trying to fuck
No,
Tom, I don't appreciate that.
No. Hold on, Fatty.
No. Wait a second. No. What exactly? What do you like? No, dummy. No.
Because we calling them bitches on the show, man. We trying to fuck them behind the show.
No. I was very specific in what I said. Don't come on panels calling bitches and hoes to specific women on the panels, and then you try to fuck him on the back. You said, I don't know this woman, and I was not referring to her. So I said, I apologize. I stand corrected. It was not about her. Well, how do we keep having to have this conversation? So I apologize. Do we have to go other more and more and more?
No. We stop. You stop. You felt the need to stop.
No.
You felt the need to stop the show to do it.
You said it. You
felt the need to stop the show to do it. You did.
Hold on, please, so we can move on. Let's move on. Hold on, Tommy. He's saying in general about men that will talk about women like this and say it. And Tommy, he's doing it so that when people watching, they don't mischaracterize you or him and equate it to both of y'all calling women her a bitch. That's all he's trying to clear up. So
no, I'm sorry, Ali. No, you trying to say Fatty, he already fucked up. He fucked up already by coming on talking because he was talking about Tommy Sotomayor. He wasn't talking about nobody on the panel. He specifically came back up just as Anaya came back up when Tommy was going off, and then he told Tommy, he was like, no, don't be acting all performative, and then want to fuck bitches in the back. That's exactly what the fuck he did. We not finna play that game, bro. Nope, Ali, nope, you can't save him. It's over with, bro. It's over with. He can't be saved.
Everybody,
all he had to do was ask me, did you call her a bitch? Which I would have said no. And he not say all that other shit. Yeah, but know what I'm talking about. You didn't have to add all that other shit because it had nothing to do with it.
No,
because if someone's reading into that, they do think that's what I was doing. I'm not dumb. If someone hears that, they think that's what I was doing. And they think it was a shot at me. And even if they didn't, I did, because I'm the nigga you said it to.
Hey, Tommy, I have an editor. Hey, player one.
Thank you, Atticus. These motherfuckers acting like they stupid and don't understand what he said.
Tommy, I have an editor right now watching the show and taking clips of. I guarantee you, I asked the question. Hey, Tommy, what do you refer to her when you're saying bitches and hoes? I guarantee you. Like
and I said no.
But again, Fatty, it don't matter if you ask. It's the point that you even had to ask the question in the first fucking place. That's the point. It's the fact you asked the question in the first fucking place. Matter of fact, let me give me a second. Let me go back. Let me see if I can. Let me see something. I'm gonna come back. Give me a second.
I hired people for a living for IBM, and one of the reasons why we ask throwing shit up against the wall, see what
shouldn't be doing that shit. So
problem here. But we were like,
shouldn't be doing that shit.
Problem here. But we were like,
let me see what we say.
So because I'm not trying to argue with you, I'm trying to fuck. Why am I trying to argue with you? Going on a date with a woman is like going on a job interview. And if the job is stupid enough to sit there and just talk the whole time, I'm just gonna shake my head.
Yeah.
I think even hosts deserve respect, especially if they actually treat you well. And the I don't know, Tommy, if you're referring to her about bitches and hoes. I think you weren't. But if people are not treating you as bitches and hoes, I don't think even if they're bitches and hoes, you should treat them like that. I think that's very fair assessment. I think even hoes, if they're cool, we should treat them as cool hoes. That's what it is.
I treat hoes like cool hoes. Yeah, but I just and that's why I kept saying I tried to lead off with But here's the thing y'all need to do. But I'm saying, Fatty, y'all all need to do this. Y'all need to stop allowing stupid motherfuckers because you're being sweet and nice.
No, Tommy, we're not going.
No, I'm not saying somebody. I'm saying period.
No, let me say this because she's back, right? Tommy.
Y'all heard that. Let me see this because she's back, right? Y'all heard that part, right? You heard that. All right.
If we eating these bitches on the back and try to fuck them, we shouldn't be performative in front of these cameras too.
Fatty. Come on, brother. Come on, man. You just, all right. Y'all see it. Let me go back. Let me go back to it. Hold on. Went a little too far.
Calling bitches and hoes to specific women on the panels, and then you try to fuck him on the back. You said, I don't know this woman, and I was not referring to her. So I said, I apologize, I stand corrected. It was not about her. Well, how do we keep having to have this
lying, Fatty.
So
You're
I
lying.
apologize. Do we have to go other more and more and more?
No. You felt the need to stop the show to do it. You felt the need to stop the show to do it.
You said it. You
felt the need to stop the show to do it. You did.
Hold on, please, so we can move on. Let's move on. Hold on, Tommy. He's saying in general about men that will talk about women like this and say it. And Tommy, he's doing it so that when people watching, they don't mischaracterize you or him and equate it to both of y'all calling women her a bitch. That's all he's trying to clear up. So everybody.
All he had to do was ask me, did you call her a bitch? Which I would have said no. And he not say all that other shit. But you know what I'm talking about. You didn't have to add all that other shit because it had nothing to do with it.
No,
because if someone's reading into that, they do think that's what I was doing. I'm not dumb. If someone hears that, they think that's what I was doing. And they think it was a shot at
for those people who kind of missed it. What Tommy Sotomayor is saying is this: when Fatty came up and asked, he's like, "Hey, that's what he's saying that he asked the question, but he didn't ask the question. He just it was like a rhetorical question, right?" And so Tommy Sotomayor just responded and said, "No, I wasn't talking about. I was talking about in general. I wasn't calling her a bitch, right?" But he set the precedent by saying, "Yeah, because she is back on the panel now." Which was referring to the girl Anaya with the scarf on. She came back onto the panel because she left earlier, right? And so that's when he was saying, "Oh, well, you can't be calling big people bitches and hoes. You saying these bitches and hoes, and then we'll try to fuck them in the back." That's what Tommy is talking about. Well, you didn't have to say all that extra shit. What the fuck are you talking about? All you had to say is, "Look, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't be saying bitches and hoes and all that good shit right there." And he could have left it alone. But he talking about trying to fuck them in the back. Nigga, that's throwing salt. Nigga, you throwing salt. Nigga, well, why you throwing all that extra shit in there for? What you doing? That's what he's talking about. That's what he's pissed about. He ain't pissed off at the fact that he's saying that he called him a bitch or whatever the case may be. He talking about that other shit. Talking about, nigga, you trying to fuck him in the back and all that shit. Bro, come on, Fatty. Come on, bro.
At me. And even if they didn't, I did, because I'm the nigga you said it to.
Hey, Tommy, I have an editor. Hey, player one.
Thank you, Atticus. These motherfuckers acting like they stupid and don't understand what he said.
Tommy, I have an editor right now watching the show and taking clips off. I guarantee you, I asked the question. Hey, Tommy, what do you refer to her when you're saying bitches and hoes? I guarantee you.
Like, and I said no.
Well, so it's a question, right?
No, the other shit you said on top of it, sir.
What I said. That's literally what I said. They told me, hey, player one, go ahead and find the clip. I asked the question.
It was general the whole time.
Tommy, you supposed to do like my man on 40-year-old version said, wait a minute, you use bitch in a derogatory way. I did.
like I'm just sitting there saying, like it is and then
Fatty, you gaslighting, bro. You straight gaslighting.
Because we don't want to be up here calling them bitches and then be trying to holler at them from behind the scene. That ain't the shot. That was the shot, sir.
No. Hey, 1 second.
You could have simply asked me, did I call this woman out her name? And you can't even be man enough to stop and say, you're right. I didn't have to add this other shit.
No. It's fine. Hey, Tommy, do you do it? Do you call women bitches and hoes on panels and then you all?
I call women bitch. I use the word bitch and hoe liberally. That motherfucker is on to my Don't act like you don't know me, motherfucker. You done asked me to come on here plenty of time. You know cussing is my first language. Why you gonna act now?
And Tommy,
is this Ali? Is this new Ali? If you hearing me say something you ain't heard me say before?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
No, you don't need that. You need to answer my question then. Have you heard me cuss before?
I will answer the question. I will answer the question. Hey, Tommy, if you do it, why are you offended about it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I will ask you.
I just told you, pussy. You tried to intimate that I'm trying to fuck somebody. If you ask the question, did I call her a bitch? I would said no.
No. Pussy is what you try to get every time you.
No, pussy is you, nigga. That's why I'm better on your own show than you on your own show. That's why you always asking me to come on, bitch.
Pussy is everything.
That's you, nigga. Pussy is half the pussy I get. That's right. Half the pussy I get. You just I can tell. That's what I was telling y'all. You could tell this nigga was an hoe. You could tell he was an old hoe. But when he came at me, now it's been exposed. Now it's been exposed. I knew where you were going, and you just went there, bitch. So I just.
Tell me if you get offended. Tell me.
Where you was going.
No. You know what you're going to do? You're going to scream at me until you get tired, and you're going to let me go.
No, you got it. It's your show. I don't own your show.
No.
But you're not gonna sit here and fucking disrespect me because of whatever it is you fucking trying to do.
No.
But I now know how you feel about me, nigga. So you ain't gotta worry about me. Come back up to y'all bitch ass show.
That's the most old nigga shit I've heard.
Be trying to do that.
Are you done?
Yeah, it's a big understanding.
I want you to make sure if you're done.
Nigga, he said nigga from the soul. Nigga. Nigga. Boy, nah, fatty. I'm sorry, bro. You wrong. You 100% in the wrong, homie. You 100% in the wrong, and you try to bring it back and say that you just asked the question. You asked the question, and then, first of all, you asked the question, then you kept talking. So you didn't technically ask the question, stop for him to answer, and then you kept going. Nah, you asked the question like, well, I don't think that you would necessarily do that. I don't think you were talking about her personally, and then you kept talking, and then you went on to say, I don't like the doing the whole performative shit, and then talking about him trying to fuck somebody on the back end. That's where you fucked up. Like he said, that's where the shot was. It wasn't the fact that you was alluding to the fact that he was calling her a bitch or not. It was the fact that you were alluding to that he was trying to fuck people on the back end. And then you double down on the shit on the end by saying, well, Tommy, if that's what you do, then why are you offended? Nigga, what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's whole behavior, bro. That's whole behavior. That's what a female would do. I gotta call it a spade a spade. That is exactly what a female would do. If you had an issue, if Anaya had an issue, she couldn't stand on her own too. She had to go behind the scenes and snitch like a little girl. Then she shouldn't be up on the panel having these type of conversations if she can't deal with the shit that people say. That's a fact. Don't bring her ass up on the panel no more if they don't know how to have a conversation. If they don't know how to take it, because different people come with different personalities. If she done her background, if she did her homework and understood who the fuck Tommy Sotomayor is, then she would have understood, like, all right, this nigga just be going the fuck off the rails. Call it for what it is. But to go and snitch and then come back and then gonna try to come back like everything was all legit, and then Fatty gonna try to protect. Nah, bro, we don't do that. Nope. You wrong, Fatty. Nope. I'm holding your feet to the fire. You are wrong. You are wrong for that. 1000%. Calling it a spade a spade. It is what it is. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure y'all hit that bell notification, dog. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for tapping in with your boy. Listen, if you want to support the channel, be sure to do so. Again, it's appreciated, not expected. Thank you guys so much. And until next time, man, I'll holler.